Oh yeah, I have to stop streaming here and then mute Discord because I can't figure out how to separate it. So see you later, I guess. Oh, that looks way better already. Let's see if I hit that on here. Nope, good enough. Alright, I will crack into this thing momentarily. Need some drank. Ah, delicioso. Alright, let me do a quick sound check and make sure everything sounds halfway decent. It sounds pretty decent, I'd say. But it's not awful. It's not god awful or anything. It's toasty. Why is it so toasty? Okay. I think we should maybe get started here, mayhaps. I don't know, should I start? Should we start or wait for more people? I just lost 2 followers. Nice. Nice. It's pretty epic. Also, I feel like I'm going to struggle doing this even with my own lighting here. So let me ditch this. Get it a little more bright. Hey, what are you... He's not supposed to be in here. Also, I'm streaming. Dude, Griffin and him were just in a big fight.
He doesn't think so. He came in the front
Oh,
door.
well, Griffin's not happy. Also, I woke up to them fighting at 5 a.m. and there was a bunch of hissing and running around and knocking things over at 5 a.m. Because, I mean, you do whatever, honestly. If the cat's hungry, I don't mind it eating his food, but Griffin is not happy about that cat being in here. He doesn't even like him outside of the house. Poor little guy. Alright. Also, can you close my door? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. Alright, let me go close the door and then I'll get started here. What if I have any like clickbaity type items I could just put off to the side? Just put like a credit card off to the side. People will be like, whoa, I can steal that guy's credit card. Alright, let's get started, I suppose. So, I've made the mistake of attempting to do this with this camera sitting right in between me, right in front of my face, and the bar that's holding it up also right smack dab in front of me here. So that's gonna be fun. I have to talk through it and work around it, but that's all I could do without having like a silly head cam or something. So I've got the instruction book. I've opened this up already. So I've never built it. It's a couple years old. I've opened it up already, so a couple pieces have already been out, and it looks like they're dirty. I'm gonna need to clean some dust or grime or something off of them. But everything else is pretty much sealed and still exactly how it was when I first acquired this. So it looks like the only thing that I've opened is the corners of this glass case, the bottle itself here, and I need to wipe these down real fast. So let me do that. Don't need to go anywhere for it. I'll just grab this paper towel, a piece of this paper towel, and wipe these down. So they aren't filthy. Yeah, this thing's been sitting under my bed for I think 3 or 4 years now. Never got around to building it. I wanted to build it on stream, but I had never really gotten around to doing it, and just felt like doing it this week, so here I am. So there's that. That one's pretty decent looking. I know that you're gonna have to like look through the these to see the ship, so they need to be a little cleaner than whatever they are now. Hopefully all the original stickers and everything are still in here as well. Don't recall taking them out, so maybe they're in a little package in there somewhere. Alright, so that one I think is mostly clean. I've got this one, and then I feel like I'm missing one. It should be 4, right? It's just like dust from whatever, just all over these things. It's gross. I don't know how... Because this stuff was all in this box, so this dust traveled inside of this box to get onto these parts. There's the last one. So just wipe this down. It seems like most of this dusty stuff is on the inside. Maybe? I don't know. That seemed like a lot came off there. I guess it's on both sides. should be the only parts that I need to wipe down. Everything else is still new in package. Not going to use any Windex or anything to clean those either. Alright, so that's the bag those came in. So we've got these 4 pieces. Move this off to the side. Stack these somewhat neatly-ish. Put them off to the side as well. I might need to move the camera a little bit so I can see a little bit more without revealing my legs or my desk. I think that's good. For the most part, I might need to raise the camera up a little bit. Alright, so we've got this, the rule book, and by that I mean the building guide, and then tons of other little baggies. We'll still have these pull out and set off inside. Now, somebody let me know if if like the crinkling sound is awful. It shouldn't be. Honestly, shouldn't be that bad. After I get going here. Oh, jeez, bud. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly how I'm gonna do this. So set all this stuff to the side and around real quick. Pull that up, and then I need to pull up an image here. Let's do that. I need to add this. Ooh, this thing's expensive. I didn't even realize how expensive this was. Bust open this one. Alright, and then I should be able to find it here. And then we'll just shrink this way down. Put it in the corner. I don't like that. I think I'm gonna make this slightly different here. We'll do like this. Save images. That. Oh man, why did my camera get so blurry? Yikes. We'll slap it down in this corner. Alright. Oh, I know why it looks blurry. It's because I have it set to a really friggin' low setting. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. I'm gonna need like a weight or something. What the heck do I use as a weight? Alright, meet the fan designer, meet the model designers, and then in other languages. Alright. So it looks like So it looks like the bag 1, which is right here, is for the ship itself. Bag 2 is for the glass case, as is bag 3, which I think I may have opened already, unless this is it. Okay, so these are both bag 4. 3 is, 3 is the water. So that's these guys. So we've got, and then 4 is the stand. So that's all there. 3 on top of it. 1 and 2. So I guess we'll start with 1, which is the ship itself. Oh man. Let's see. I think this is kind of how I want to do it. So let me grab my knife here. And I'm going to set these off to the side as well, so that I can set this here. So, looks like we're starting with step 1. The Lego separator is in this bag as well. We'll just do it like, oh my god, that light is killer. Alright, step 1 is the ship. I'm not supposed to show the knife probably, even though it wasn't even out. It was folded, it's fine. We'll just cut this bag open. And then we will spill its contents all over this, and I will move them around as I see necessary afterwards. Oh god, we got even like smaller bags of smaller things within the contents of bag 1 here. Oh man, I haven't done this in so long. It has been so long since I've built Legos. Since I've built any Lego set. I have a feeling I'm not going to need these little pieces yet, so I'll probably bust into those as I get to them. Let's see. Let's turn this light down maybe just a tad. So you can see a little bit better maybe. Without it reflecting horribly. It's a struggle with this light. Let's see what happens if I turn it to the fancy LED. Oh, that just looks yellower. Oh, that's both. And then that's the... Alright, we'll keep it on this. That is true to color. It is actually a little light blue here. Alright, so first things first is we need a long-ass green thing, which we have right here. It's, what is this? 1 by 8. And then 2 of these brown 1 by 4s, which I'm assuming are these. I don't see any darker 1 by 4s here, so I think it's these orangish ones. Just snap those together real nice and tight. And we gotta grab our glue. Just kidding, I'm not using glue. And then we're going to... I'm going to move this down and all of these pieces up here. You know what? This monitor stand is kind of in the way. That's alright. So I'm just going to push everything gently upwards and spread it out a little bit. Push these off to the side. Actually, we'll just set those up there for a second. Alright, so we have this. Now we're going to take one of these. So we're going to do... It wants us to do like... Actually, I guess this is a whole separate thing, and it looks like we need to bust into this package right here. So in we go. More pieces. I'll gently drop those there so I don't lose anything. And we may as well just go ahead and pop this one open and gently put those on there because there's a bunch of small parts. Oh god, I want to eat all of it. Alright, so this calls for... I think I'm going to do this the other way here. Let's move all of this closer to the side here. I'm hoping no round parts go flying off onto my floor, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to find. I'll put that there, and then we'll just build right here in front of the camera. Alright, so we've got, whoops, this guy. We need these two of these little turquoise fellas, these 1x1s. And they are flush with the back. And then two of these, it's these right here, these guys, these little orange things with the hole in it, and they stick upwards. So like so, and then let's see what happens if I flip this light on. That's slightly better. Alright, and then we need one more of those. We're going to very gently spread this pile out. There's another one right here, and we're going to do the same thing, and then this piece goes, whoops, I keep bumping my head on this. I can't tell if this is flush or not. Let's count. I did this wrong. I already did this wrong. Ain't nobody gonna even stop me. The green piece goes on top. Oh man. Alright, so these go on the bottom of the green piece. This goes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have my laser pointer right here? Hell yeah. We go. Does that show up? Yeah, a little bit. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means out of the 8 that are on here, this goes flush with the back, taking up the last 2 pieces. So just like that. And then it looks like we do that with the. It's the same thing. The same thing here. Except for we're adding little red squares onto the outside of the turquoise ones in the back. So let's set this down here. We need this. And we need to do 2 of these. So it's these guys right here. We need turquoise square flush with the back. Same on that side. Hopefully that's flush. It's kind of hard to tell with just like fingers. Looks flush. And then same thing with this guy. So we'll grab these 2 pieces. Like so. And then I guess we put the red ones on top of them. Kind of funky, but sure. Make sure these are kind of flush with the turquoise one and the gray as well. It's kind of hard to line up. Same with this. Oh, whoops! I almost put that in the wrong place already. That one and this one, and then we are looking for 2 more of those brownish orange. I don't even know what you would call this one. It's like a 1x2, except for it's got another hole on the side. I'm not sure what you would call that piece exactly. I'm not sure what the proper terminology for Legos is anymore. I used to have like names for all the pieces that weren't super obvious. I'd have my own names for them. I do not for the life of me remember any of them anymore. So we've got that one, and then we need the 1x2s with the extra hole facing upwards. 1 more of those. And then these go on here, evenly spaced, like this, is what the picture suggests. So I do believe that is correct. And And then we go on to the next page. So we're looking here, and what is different? They've added a little, I can already see it right here. There's one of these on the back too. There's a turquoise 1x2 or 2x1 or something right here that goes on the top of that. I think that's all that's different. It just says right up here. I'm dumb. So you can't quite see it. Let me hold it up a little bit. So yeah, it says right here, it's just one of each. And then step 6 is one brown 1x4 or 4x1. I don't know. What number comes first? Like, I can say 4x1, and I know that it's like, it's the same thing, right? Like 1x4, 4x1, it's the same. It just depends on how you turn it, I guess. Or actually, I guess a 1x2 would be kind of like similar to one of these things that are standing up. I don't know, dude. Beats me. Anyways, moving on. So we need one of these. I don't see any brown ones that are 4 long. It's only these lighter brown ones. So we've got this. We need 2 of these little like roof shingle looking pieces, like this guy right here. So we've got 1 and a 2. Are these the same? Yes. Wait a second. Are they actually? Yeah. Okay, so we've got these 2. So we'll put those off to the side for a second. Oh no. Oh, that's gone. I got it. Alright, so we've got that guy, those 3, and then the next piece it's looking for is a single. I've never even seen this piece before. It looks like a 1x2 with a smooth top that's curved with 2 different levels or something like that. I don't know how to describe this piece either, but I'm assuming it's this one right here. Yeah. So it's this little piece right here. It's 2 long, 2 different levels, curved, smooth top. So we've got those 3. And this wants me to... What? That looks weird. Okay, so this is on the side of the ship. So we're holding it like this. And we are taking this piece right here and doing this, this, and this. Make sure those are kind of even and flush. Don't want like gaps or loose pieces. And it looks like this is going on the side. It looks like it's actually going to latch onto this and be flush with the rest of the pieces here. Yep. Nice. So now we've got that attached there. Everything's nice and flush. Make sure these guys are seated properly. This thing could be turned slightly. So that looks pretty good. And then I'm assuming it wants me to do the same thing on the other side here. Actually, I guess it doesn't say to do that yet. I don't know what this symbol means. Well, let's check ahead real quick and see if it wants us to do this. Nope, it does not want us to do that yet. Alright, so the next step is going to be... I can't tell what's in that little picture, but I do see it wants us to grab this and then 2 times these little gold pieces. And we're just mounting these on here and poking them off this edge. Whoop. I tried to put that on backwards. So just like this. Make sure those are nice and lined up. And then one of these little L-shaped guys. right here. Oh, I see what it wants. Okay. So we want one of these little wing-looking things that goes like this, and then this L-shaped guy goes onto that to connect those. And then it looks like we also have a smooth brick on top of that right there. So just like that. Whoop. And now we're throwing more stuff onto it. So we are grabbing one of these and one of these. Yep. And then this is going to go right on the front. Oh wait, no it's not. It goes right on the back here, like that. And then this goes, I think this is the wrong side. Yep. Okay, so I need to find the opposite side of that. There we go. And this goes over the top of that. Like so. And then it wants one of this thing right here to sit flush like that. That's kind of odd. Kind of odd, but I'll take it. And then these go right smack dab here next to this thing. Like this, I guess? It's kind of... yeah, like that's what it wants, but it's hanging off the edge back here, so it's kind of odd, but I'm sure it'll get into what we're fixing here. Alright, that's it for that side. Now I think it wants me to do the exact same thing for the other side, unless we're working on something on the back here. I'm not going to jump ahead, we're just going to follow what it says. Alright, so it wants a brown. Dude, even I can't see with the amount of light going on here. Alright, so we got a brown 1x3. Then we want a tan 1x2. And then a... well, I guess it's a lighter brown. And then an actual tan. And then... looks like one of these. Except for that's supposed to be straight. And then one of these goes and sits right on top, followed by a gray one of these boys with all the holes in it. Make sure these are nice and flush, pressed in, and everything's nice and lined up and even. And then it wants... that's the dark brown. So this thing, right here, this little brown square, followed by a dark brown, little tiny smooth ramp looking guy. Which is this thing right here, facing this way. Just like that. And then this goes right on... tan side up, flush with the bottom, so it sits just like this. So that'll just fit. It looks like it's kind of weird and like has nowhere to go, but it's gonna actually sit smoothly on this part, and it's actually gonna connect here with these pieces, which is kind of weird. If I was building this myself, I would never think to do that. It's just not, doesn't seem natural to me to not have it connect like lengthwise here, but rather just have it like freely sitting up against it without any type of connector, but have it like connected by the side here like that. That's kind of weird to me, but it works. Alright, so we've got that just like the picture, and then the next step is gonna be looks like we're starting the same exact cycle on the other side here. So let's set this down. And then, excuse the jet noise in the background. I live right next to an Air Force base. So you might hear jets from time to time. They are loud. Alright, so we want a tan 1x4 here with 2 of these on one end. So we got those. Make sure those are nice and flush. And then that little smooth top ramp looking fella right here. Whoops. Keep bonking my head on the camera stand. Alright, so just like that. 2 of these smooth ramp looking dudes with the curved one that's right in the middle. So we've got that, and we're going to go ahead and attach that to this side. I think it sits just like that. And we just make sure everything else is nice and firmly aligned and snug with the other pieces, so we don't have a bunch of free movement going on here like it's currently doing, which I don't like. I don't like that. It drives me nuts. It bothers me when pieces move around and wiggle like that and they're not lined up. Alright, so we got that. And then it looks like we're going to duplicate what we have right here onto this side. So let's start working with that. So it calls for... Oh, that's showing the whole completed piece. So we want this. 2 of these little gold fellas. Just slapped on any side. Nice and lined up. Just like this. It's mostly lined up. Make sure they're nice and firm and snug down. So we've got that looking just like it wants to have it. And then we slap this little wing boy on here. Holy crap, this camera's struggling. Just like this. So we've got that. And then it wants us to... Oh my god, I cannot stop hitting my head on this thing. Alright, so then it wants us to add this little tan piece right here. Wait a second. Am I... Oh, it doesn't go on there. It goes next to it. I see. I almost messed that up. So, and then this holds it together. Followed by this little smooth top brick piece right here to assist it in holding it together. So now we've got the 2 gold pieces, L-shaped, with the little free spot here. We can go to the next page. So this wants the other one of these. So we've got that, and one of these little light brown ramps right here. And that goes... Put the little ramp on here, and then this guy sits just like that. So now that's pressed together. Everything's nice and smooth and flush. Mostly. Yeah, that's a little better. And then step 21 is to get this little dude right here and slap that onto here. And then this one goes just like the other side. So it'll be... Alright, I feel like I've done something wrong here. Oh, I'm dumb. It's upside down. So that goes and sits just like that. So now it's starting to look a little bit more like a ship body. We got some little rigging bits here. You can start to make it out. And the whole rigging bits. Alright. So we're this far in. Up to step 22. Alright, next part. God bless. I cannot stop hitting my head on this thing. I don't think it's ever gonna stop. Alright, so the next step is going to be one of these dark brown guys. Holy smokes. What is this? I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. 3 of these gold things facing... That picture is so dark. What am I looking at? I don't even know. I've never even seen this piece before. Okay. So I need 3 of these little vented ramps, is what I would refer to that as. Okay. So we take this, put these little vented ramps on here. It almost looks like steps. Like so. And then these little rigging looking bits go up at the top. Oh my god, these things are funky. They're sliding up and down. They don't sit perfectly on there, so you gotta shove them back. They're very loose, so I have to like manually line everything up here. Alright, so we got a couple more of these little gold rigging piece looking things. And I'm running out of them, so they're getting a little harder to spot. Here's the second one. And then we need one more, which is the last one. And I don't... No, I see it. Alright, and then this goes smack dab onto here. Just like this. With one gray spot visible, lined up with the others, so just like that. And what I thought was... Oh, what the heck? Okay, there it goes. What I thought was rigging is actually looks like it's not rigging, it actually looks like it's railing. Hand railing. Or, well, maybe it's both, we'll see. But that looks like the back of a ship to me. Kinda. If you look at it from like a lower angle, like this, it looks a lot more like windows. Alright, so that's the back of our ship. We've still got... next is... a little smooth brick piece right here that goes... Wait, what? Is this 3 long? Alright, I'm kind of confused now. This... Oh, no, okay. You just set it on there and then slide it to where it needs to go. Which is kind of also weird because there's really nothing holding it on there but that little tiny peg. So I gotta manually, like, slide it into the center there. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Okay. So now the back of our ship's looking like the back of a proper ship there. Next is... It wants one of these... Is that a gray thing? Yeah. Or is that black? It's black. There's this piece right here, down in the front. Center, very forward to the front there. And then we want this guy right here, sticking out one past it from here. So just like this. And then the next step is the bow of the ship, which is just a ramp sitting on top of... It's like... where is it? This guy right here, sitting on top of 2 of these, for some reason. I don't know why it's 2 of these single pieces instead of just like a solid, because that's the size of a regular Lego piece. No, it's 3, isn't it? I guess that's why. And then this sits just like that, right off the front. Followed by, what is another one of these tan rounded pieces, and a brown, what I've been calling rigging piece. So this sticks off the very front, like that, right about where the figurehead would be, I think. And then this tan round dude right here goes there. Which is also kind of odd because that can swivel. There's no... Oh, I see what's going to happen here. This is going to be a mast. I see. I'm so smart. Alright, and then the next parts are a brown 1x4, and then a gold piece on top of this. Is that a light brown? Yes. So just like that. So we've just added these 2 pieces. This brown part that I've been calling a rigging part or a railing part. This tan piece that kind of swivels and sits where the mast, I'm assuming, is going to go. And we added this light brown 1x1 and this gold or bronze 1x1 that is a circle with a hole in it. So now we're up to, that was step 30, so now we're up to step 31, which is going to be more of the side of the ship. So we need a brown, oops, I know it's going to make us do 3 of these, so just to save a little bit of time, or 2 of them, so just to save a little bit of time, I'm going to do 2 at a time. So there's our 2 brown 1x3s or 3x1s, whatever you want to call it. Then we need these 2 of these guys. So 1, 2, and then the little light brown rampy looking dudes with the smooth side. 1 and 2. Oh, jeez. I don't even know why that just happened. Where'd it go? Oh, boy. I don't even see where that bounced to. Oh, no, there it is. It was actually sitting right under me. Imagine that. Alright, so this one is also good and flush. And these are going to sit on the side, just like that. Except for, I'm dumb, and this actually goes to this side on the other side. And sits like that. Hopefully I didn't screw this up by doing that out of order. Alright, new pieces. Here we go. This guy, one of these dudes with a rail on the side, sits out here. Okay, so that's like that, not attached. And then there's another one with the rail on the side that goes right in between, just above it, to connect them together like this. Kind of weird, but okay. So that's that. Step 35 is to add the same color. Actually, it's that lighter tan. It wants a smooth 2, rough 2, and a wing. So we go like this. Just like that for 35, step 1. And then for step 2, it wants us to stick this on here. And then I don't see where it connected this, but I guess it wants us to. So it looks like this goes just like that. And it's barely holding on here, but it's all together, I guess. Alright, and then it wants us to grab this guy right here. Easy to find. Just like that. And then another one of these. We're running out of these pieces here. So this guy is just like that. And then a light brown like that. Make sure everything's nicely lined up. And then we go to the next page. And that goes right smack dab onto the front, like so. I need to make sure everything's fitting snug and lining up, because there's a little bit of a gap there that I do not like. I just fixed it slightly, but there's still some more. You can see like some more gaps in between some of these pieces that I just do not find attractive. So to fix that, I need to rotate some of these pieces and make sure everything's snug and lined up. That looks a lot better. Except for this piece is still kind of not quite straight there. I don't know how to fix that. It's not just that piece, it's this one next to it that's kind of out of whack. All of this whole assembly here is a little out of line, but I'm sure it'll get fixed pretty soon here. Okay, next is to do the same thing for the other side. So, we flip it around. We grab the dark brown 1x3. I don't see it. It's right in front of me and I don't see it. Does anybody see it? I don't see it. Did I screw something up? Did I use the wrong piece somewheres? Alright, let's lift this up and see. Okay, here's a loose part over here. Oh, I'm stupid. I already built that. It's literally this piece right here. I am so dumb. That's why you don't skip ahead. Alright, so we've already got that on there. And then we're going to go and do this whole side shenanigan again. So we take this, just put that on there, make sure it's nice and lined up and pressed in together tightly. And then on to step 41, which is adding, actually I need to do two of these at the same time. So we've got this piece, whoop, like this. Why is this backwards? Okay. Because I put it on backwards, that's why. So let's use this brick separator here to help so I don't smash my fingernails and whatnot. Alright, so this is like so. And we do that. And then this guy, and what I assume is another one, just like the last piece, right on top. Pushing these together, or holding them together. Just like that. So I've got that nice and snug together now. Next page. So now we need this, I think. Yeah, this is the right cut. No, it's the tan ones, or the lighter brown. So we need this guy. One of these that's facing the right direction, which looks like it is. And then this guy right here. So step 1 is to put that on there. Step 2 is for this. Step 3 for that part is to put it all together. Just like that. So that's all together now. And then it wants this other big old honkin' rampy looking smooth curved guy on it. And then a light brown that right there. And the 2-step curved dude right here. So now we've got that, and this goes step 46 right smack dab onto the front on this side, just like this. Let me make sure that's all nice and snug on here. Everything's looking pretty good. Starting to come together. Alright, what's next? That's all together. Okay, so now we've got 4 of these little side rail looking pieces. I might sneeze in a second here. And these are going onto the sides like that. Whoa, what? Okay, this doesn't seem right. Okay, that one's on there good, but this other one... Oh, it's shorter. I see. It's... They're both the same length. I'm stupid. So we just need to put one on first, and then it's a little more snug for the second one that only has one piece to grip onto. I don't know why, but I put that other one on there, and it was... Did not like sitting there. It came right back off. Okay, so we've got these rails. And then we want one of these. Looks like it goes right in the center. I'm thinking it goes right... Huh, wait a second. Alright, let's take that out for a second. We'll start with these other 2. So one of these in the instructions is facing... like this, with a tan round thing under it, like right under it. So it looks like it sits like that, and then this piece sits like this up against it. And then the next one of those sits like this. If I can get it to sit down in there. There we go. So that's what I'm seeing here. And then this piece wants 2 of these golden 1x1s with a hole in it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the complimenting my gorgeous model hands. They are beautiful. So we've got that piece there, and in the back it wants one right here. This is where our masts are gonna go. So we've got a 3-masted ship. You've got the 4-mast, or the mizzen, the foremast, the main mast with mizzen mast, and then the rear mast. And then it wants this long guy right here to... Excuse me, what? Does that just sit here? What? No way. That just sits loosely in there? There's nothing for this to connect to, because these... The part that it sits on is all smooth in here. There's no other alternate parts, so this literally just... It just sits in there. For now, I guess? I don't know. That's kind of odd. Like, it'll pop out if I force it, but I guess it's snug enough to hold it in there. squeeze that down in there and make sure everything's nice and tight. Maybe it won't pop out as easily. I don't know. Maybe it's got another plan. Maybe there's more to it that I haven't gotten to yet. Alright. So now we've got this little guy with two of the, looks like lighter tan pieces. Yep. So not that, that's red. So we've got that. And this. Like that with a tan. No, I keep saying tan, it's light brown. I'd say tan if there wasn't the dark brown. That's why I keep saying it. Two? There's two there? Oh, right. Okay, so then we put a second one up there. Make sure that's not sideways, because it kind of was. And then another ramp thingy facing in the same direction. Oh, thank you for the Prime subscription, Armchair Aviator, who is somebody I know, I think. The name seems really familiar. Let's see. So I think that's what it wants. That was... Yeah. I don't like how this is not flush. I'm going to back up here and try to line these up a little bit better. Oh, I'm going to carefully pull this whole thing off. See, so this is kind of not straight, so we're going to fix it. I need to cut my right thumbnail, it's gross. Okay, that looks slightly better. I went a little too far. Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Now I went too far in the other direction. I think that's good. That looks flush to me. So we'll slap that on there. Make sure that's also flush. Perfect. And then it goes on there facing the exact same direction. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. And then this goes right here and holds that piece down. Will you look at that? It holds it down from the back. Okay. The next piece is, looks like we're going to work on the flag, I guess. Flag staff. So we need one red 1x1. I'm not sure what that piece is, but it looks like it might be this weird little arm. It looks like a Lego guy's hand. I don't know. It's an odd piece. And then we want this green dude here with the claw. And one of... Sheesh, I don't know. This is just like a... It's got to be this piece right here. It's the only one that doesn't have like a little piece sticking out of it. So this is... this going into here. It's round, so it doesn't really matter. And then we've got a green claw sticking off of it. Like so. That's pushed all the way to the top. Just like that. And then for some reason this red square is on there as well. And this goes... I've already messed it up. Just turn that 90 degrees. And it sits right there like that. Perfect. Okay, next is the bowsprit. So it looks like we need one of these flags that is shaped like... Well, there's a whole bunch of them. It's not a flag, it's a mat, it's a sail. Alright, so... Wait, is this too big? Did I use the wrong piece here? I think I just used the wrong piece. Let me try taking this out and see if there's something a little more proper looking here. I think it's this one that it actually wants me to use. It's a little shorter. Like that. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, absolutely. I was using the wrong piece already. Alright, so then we take another one of these short ones that's really dark brown. Another one of these weird looking claw guys. Stick that in there. stick this little piece on here. Move that forward just slightly, and then that goes right there, just like that, at a slight angle. Looking good. Next step is for... Ooh, whoops. What are these? We've got two smooth brown guys and one vented, and that looks like they're gonna go in the center here. So we've got one smooth, one vented. So let's grab those. It's got smooth in my hand here, and here's the vented piece. So this was smooth up top, right here. A smooth was right here in between these two where the masts are going to go. And then one vented right here in the center, which is supposed to represent some part of the deck that's got holes in it that you can see down to the lower deck with, is what that's supposed to represent there. Everything's feeling pretty good. That was not on there tight at all. There, now we're good. Next! Is we are working on some cannon ports. I did not know this was going to have cannon ports on it. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we need 6... Oh, I'm just going to assemble these one at a time with all the stuff that's sitting in front of me here. Otherwise it's going to get crazy. Alright, so we need this piece, which is like a little golden 1x1 with a claw. This little hatch looking guy that it goes onto. So it's these two pieces right here. And then you just snap them together like that. And then that's like supposed to be a little hatch for the cannon. And then the cannon is represented by... Well, I guess this is supposed to be the hatch. Or something. How does... I think I put this on here upside down already. It's upside... Okay, so this is upside down. This is right side up. So it's actually supposed to go like this. And this has a little... This guy right here, which is supposed to be... I've never seen this piece before either, but that's supposed to be a cannon. And then we make that turn like that. And then this goes onto the side with the little gold piece sitting at the top here. So I think just like that is how that sits. So we need 6 of these. Let's go ahead and slam these together. So I know that this goes on top of this brown piece. That sits like this. And that goes like that. So there's another one. It's kind of neat. And then another one for this side. Then I need to like very carefully line those up. So that goes on top of there. That goes there. And that goes like that. Now I just need to make sure that they're lined up, otherwise it's going to drive me nuts. There we go. And then 3 for the other side. So got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 cannons. Okay, that's like a brown cannon. So there's 3 of those, 3 of those. And then 1, 2, and 3 of these. So just very carefully assemble these in my hand here. A little harder to do. Alright. Squeeze that together. So we've got all three of the little cannon ports. Now they just need the doors on them. So they're sticking like that. And these need to be upside down, so it's just like that. 3 times. Sticking up with the joint. Like that. The joint piece goes top. Just like that. And then we stick these on this side. Make sure they're lined up. Ta-da! Now we've got cannon ports on our little ship. The next step is one of the masts, it looks like. This is where it's going to get a little tricky for me. So we need one of these tall boys with the groove piece right here up at the top, and a brown... I can't even tell what that piece is. There's a few here that look very similar. I think it's just this. Let's see if we can see what it looks like. I think it's just this guy right here that sits like that. I think that's it. Alright, so the next bit is one of these. I don't know what you would call this piece either. I've never seen anything like this one before. It's kind of odd looking. And then with that comes one of these little 1x1s with a gripper on the top that is going to go, according to the image, it wants us to do just like this. So we've got, oh, I should not let it rest on my hand, that's going to be bad. So we've got this hole in the top, gripper on the side here, and then this hole looks like it just goes and rests on top of this little round 1x1 that we put there. Okay. Next page. What in the heck is this piece? Number 58. It's this. I don't even know what this is. This looks like might be like a telescope for another set. Alright, so this goes and sits like this on the top. And then, does this have its own... So it wants another one of these. So we've got the... Again, we want this big open hole on the top. This goes on here facing up and down. And straighten that out so it's just like that. And then this goes supposed to sit right on top of it, so just like that, it just kind of rests in that big hole. Just like that. And then it wants this little tight looking cap thing sitting up here. That is very strange. So that's this weird piece. It's like the cannons, except for it's brown instead of black. And that just fits right at the top like that. I don't think it goes down any further. That's as far down as I can get it to go. Okay, and then we start doing the sails. So this is going to be one of these longer ones. Like this, with this is kind of confusing, not gonna lie. I guess the little groove right here. So we've got that, then one of these square guys, and then the other side like so. And this needs to move over just a little bit so that they all fit. Alright! So just like that, that's what it wants. And we need to do this 2 times. So let me grab another one of these. We've got this. We've got the side here. Put that on. Make sure it's sitting somewhat snug on here. I don't think I quite did that right. Just use the desk to shove it over a little. There we go. That's a little better. I just want a little bit more. There we go. That should work. Another square fella right in the center. And then another one of these side guys. And I did not shove this one down enough, so I'm going to use my desk to move them all just a little bit. And then we've got the second, I need to fix this one too. It's not lined up properly. Back just a little tiny bit. It did not budge. Okay. That one slides over, that one slides over, that one slides over. There we go, much better. So now we've got this all one piece, nice and flush on the top and bottom for the most part. There isn't, it's not sticking out any further on one side than it is on the other. So now we've got those two. What does it want us to do next? It wants us to assemble. So we've got one that goes here, right in the center. Oh, that's flimsy. So we're going to hold it while we put that on there. Center that, angle it down a little bit. And then the second one looks like it's going to do the same thing, but it's going to not be as angled. It'll be resting pretty much center. Just like that. I guess they're both kind of like so. Whew. Whew. That came off and is no longer even. There we go. So it kind of wants it to look like that. There we go. That looks pretty decent. So that's the one of the sail. Wait, I'm supposed to do this 2 times. Oh shoot. All right. Well, we'll do number 2 here then. Let's see if we can't recreate this. So I know I need one of these. Let's see if I can't reverse engineer it here without just redoing the instructions entirely. Alright, so we need one of these. Need one of these. That goes there. One of these guys. One of these guys. Hole was like this, I think. And then this goes like so. And then that just goes and rests on there. And then we stick this guy on there, followed by the same kind of setup with the hole and this little grippy clog guy squared off, sits just on top of it like that. And then we've got that weird little brown cannon piece that just kind of comes in and sits on it from above to hold everything in place, sort of, kind of. Also serves as like a crow's nest kind of type thing. Alright, so we've got that much. I do believe that's what that's supposed to look like. So let's go ahead and... Next thing I'm going to do is get these bad sails going again. So I need to try to line these up so I don't have to adjust them as much. That looks really good. And we'll do the square guy in the center. And then on the other side is this thing mirrored. So we do 2 of these. Make sure that's kind of as far over to the edge as I can get it without it being short. Like that. It's already gone too far back, so I need to adjust that a little bit. So I'll just use my nails to grab it and kind of pull down with the bottom resting against my finger. So I can just gently pop it down slightly. Alright, that looks pretty good. Then we get the square one right in the center. And then the other side will just pop nice and flush and even onto the other one, because the other side's already lined up, so there's nothing sticking out too far on this side. And then we go and stick them on here with a slight angle, but centered. So we want it centered on this. So I need to pull it over just a little bit. Oh, too far. There we go. And then we want these pushed down just a little bit, but still lined up. Same thing with this guy. Gently find the center and snap it on there. I think I got it. And then a slight angle. Alright, so now that we've got the two sets of sails, I think it looks like it wants us to place them now. So that'll go in the two center holes. I don't know how far down it wants, or how far down it'll let me go. So I think we'll just gently push it in there, see what happens. I don't like how it feels. Oh, and then also we want them to be slightly offset, because the sails don't always sit perfectly centered on a ship. They'll be offset to help the wind, or help catch the wind. So we'll do very gently, kind of like that, and then turn it slightly on both sides, or turn both the masts slightly. I kind of can't turn the first one now that I've already placed it in there. And they're bumping into each other. Alright, so let's pull this one back out for a second. I'll turn this one a little bit more. Oh, it does not like that at all, so I'm just going to pull it all the way out then. Need to line these back up. And then we'll just manually stick that back in there like that, at a slight angle. Same with this guy, same angle. I need to realign the sails here. Make sure everything's setting the way I want it to. Then I can place that back on. So it's kind of weird that those are touching, but I guess it's just because of the way that I have them sitting. There we go. Beautiful. So there's the ship so far. I feel like there's going to be some more on the front, I think. I don't know. And then the back flag is a little odd too, so let's see what else it wants. Alright. Moving on here. We have some other kind of mast that we're about to make. So we've got this little fella, another one of these, and this is going to go right up through this hole, I think. Yeah, just like that. And then it wants one of these little one-by-one claw grabby guys facing this way, right on the end of it. Make sure that's snug and lined up. So there's that. And then it wants this little plunger looking guy. I always call these plungers because it's like it's just a pole with a flushed end. Looks like a plunger. So this goes looks like this just sits on here and just flush with the plunger top like that. So that's what it looks like from the top, and then from the side it's just kind of pushed up through there. And then it's got some weird cone piece sitting on it. Wait, do I have that? I don't see that piece. A weird cone? I don't have a cone. Oh, Oh, this is it. I thought that was perfectly round. Huh. Alright, so this sits upside down on top of it. Which means this needs to, I need to shove the plunger tip through a little bit more so that this can grab onto it on the top. There we go. Won't let me push it down any further. So that's where we're at with that. And then the next piece is to make yet another set of 3 sails. So again, just going to very gently and carefully get that snapped in there, flush up the end, the middle piece, and the other end. Just like that. And then we attach it to the center of this guy. And then we need to center it out. Just like that. We're going to pull these down just a little bit. And this goes... Wait, where does this go? What? Huh? Wait. Alright, now I'm confused. It looks like it's supposed to go up here in the front somewhere, but there's nowhere to stick it. Unless I've done something else wrong, but I don't think so. Alright, hold on a second here. Okay, so this is showing that it goes, yeah, right there, right where I was just looking, but that's, so, this is behind, oh, I see what I did. I didn't put something in here right. I was supposed to leave a spot open, I think. So let's push this down. I need to very gently pull this little piece off and move it forward one. I don't know how to get this off of here now without messing the rest of this up. So we'll pull the sail off for now, just so I can. This piece right here was supposed to go forward one more. That's what it is. I accidentally covered that up. I didn't even notice it. So there we go. That's like that. That sits... Well, first of all, let's put this guy back on. So make sure that's in there nice and snug, kind of at the same angle as the rear sail there. So let's turn it slightly. Oh my god, this is so messy. It's too many pieces that I can move. And then this one goes right smack dab in the front, kind of at the same angle. There we go. That looks better. Move that back up. That something still seems off to me though. Why does this seem like it's so off? I think I know why. I think this is supposed to be this piece, not that one. I think this might make it look slightly better. There we go. That's why it looked off. I had not had the right piece on there yet. Okay, next is... Oh, we're starting bag 2, so these are all spare pieces here. Alrighty, so the ship is done. This is what it looks like. Everything looks like it's good and tight and lined up. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so that's our ship. now we start to work on the bottle, it looks like. So we will set the ship off to the side for now and start working on the bottle parts. So let me grab all these guys, move them off to the side. It's all spare parts. Spare parts. I don't really have a... Here, I'll put them in this for now. Alright, next up. Bag number 2. This bag right here. Pardon the crumbly sound while we open this. And we're going to gently dump it onto the desk. Very, very gently. That also, I don't know if that includes these big guys over here or not. I think it does. So we've got these big fellas as well. And then what looks like shattered glass. And more glass. Holy crap, this is going to be funky. Whew! Who knew? Building a Lego glass bottle would be so complex. Because not me. The answer is not me. So we'll set this guy up here for now. Alright. Get a swig of my water here. It's toasty warm in here. Gamer subs. Not a sponsor, but very much could be. Alright, so I think I need to crack these open as well. Very, very carefully. Oh my god. Oh jeez. And then this guy. Oh boy. These pieces look almost like they have a yellow tint to them. I feel like they do. Or maybe it's just the way that the light's like refracting or reflecting off or something. They look a little more yellow than clear. Okay. Here we go. There's a lot of stuff. Alrighty, first off is, it looks like one of these things. We've got 3 of these lining the bottom. Oh, this is gonna bother me with how they're like clear, so it's a little harder. They're really clear pieces, so it's really hard to see if they're lined up properly or not. So I gotta just kind of wiggle it and make sure that they're all nice and even. Probably can't see it very well if this thing will focus. You just gotta kind of, yeah, you see right here. Just gotta shove that down a little. There we go. Alright, so how many of these does it want me to make? We're not done yet, alright. So then we need a couple of these little pieces that go on the sides. Up one. Make sure that's nice and flush as well. One of those goes on each side. Get my fingerprints all over that. Next is to... Does this say how many of these things I'm going to make, or is it just going one at a time here? It looks like we're going one at a time. Next step is to add what looks like... it's this right here. To each side of that. I don't know, Chad, does that look like it's a slightly different color from these 2 side pieces right here compared to the rest of it? I mean, it's probably a lot harder to tell with the light, but actually right there you might be able to focus. Like this, all this stuff and this piece in the center I think are slightly different color or transparency than this piece right here. Alright, anyways, so we've got that, and then it wants us to stack 2 more of these little 1x1s on each side, so let me grab these and place them together like so, and then twist them to make sure they're nice and flush. not like diagonal and stuff. That's pretty dang close. Alright, and then we got that going on top of that last piece we added. Feels like it's straight. And then we do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna have my fingerprints all over this thing. Alright, so we got that up on the other side now. What else do you want from me? Ah, 2 more of these little fellers. So we go 1 up here. I'm guessing this is how they're going to attach to each other. And then 1 up here. And then 3 more of these fellas on the top to connect it all and make sure it's all snug. 2 and 3. That is step 7. So this is what we've got so far. It's kind of funky looking. It's like supposed to be all clear, but it's not quite. So it's kind of odd. On to the next page. Oh god, we're adding more to it. Alright, so another one of these. Facing the same direction. So just like that. And it looks like we're doing the same exact thing on this one. I think this might be like the bottom of the bottle or something. So we've got that there. This one on this side. Two more of these little grippy guys facing outwards. Like that. One on that side, and then we do one on that side. Make sure it's even. And then 2 more of these singular thingies stacked up on each other. So let me grab 4 of these and stack them up. Make sure they're nice and flush with each other, or very close to it. And then those go on there as well. Just like this. If that'll go on. I can't get it to go on. Why do you not want to go on? There we go. So that's what we've got so far. These are solid plastic. Those are not holes. Alright, next step is adding 2 more of these little fellas. Little grippy side pieces. So we'll pick up 2 more of these. One goes on the side like that, flush with the top. Same thing on this side. And then it wants us to flip it over. I think, I'm not sure what side. So it's like that, and then it wants me to flip it. So this is what this is. I guess it just wants me to rotate it so it's facing down. And then we take one of these side grippy guys that we've been using, combine it with one of these, and that has to sit flush. There's no room for it to wiggle because of this little piece right here. Come on, camera, go. You can do it. You just tap it a few times. There we go. That's what it wants me to do. It wants... Oh, hold on a second. What is that? Okay, it wants me to do this twice. So I need to do 2 of each step here. Alright, so just real quick, we'll snap these together. It has to fit, otherwise it like literally, like, it's got to line up, otherwise it doesn't go together. So we've got 2 of those, and then well, I guess it wants me to just do, basically just connect them like that. And then one more. So then we do another one, facing the same direction with another one of these pieces. Just like that. So that's all of step 3. And we need to make 2 of these. So let's gather a few more of these guys, a few more of these. And slap them together. So we go 1. That rams into the back of that guy, which has another one on it, which rams into the back of this guy, which has another one on it. So just like that, we now have 2 already lined up and ready to go. Alright, so the next thing it wants me to do is turn the page. So we made 2 of those. Oh, well, you look at that. I could have never assumed that this was going to happen. It wants us to add yet another. I don't know why that wasn't just included in the previous step, but sure. So we add another one of these on here, and another one of these guys. So that we've got 4 of these little knobby dudes on the top, the little pieces. I'm going to make sure that's all snug and together. Same thing with this one. We need to add another guy on the end. Just like that. And then another one of those protruding pieces. Just like that. Make sure it's all straight and together and tight. And then we take this guy that's facing downwards, and it looks like we slap these facing like this onto the side. So just like this. Oh, this is funky, man. This is so weird. That's not together very well yet, as you can see. So I gotta kind of work it so everything's nice and snug. Think it's getting that way? Looking pretty good? A lot better. Okay. Still seems kind of crooked. This whole... everything about this is a little crooked still. Alright, and then we do the same thing on the other side. So this side's already out. We go facing down like this. Oh, that's so weird. Alright. So now that's all together. That is exactly what this right here is. We've got these all facing downwards, and then these top ones facing up, and then the ones along the side facing out as well. Alright, on to the next. Put that off to the side for now. Whew! Alright, next thing we've got is something else that we're making 2 of. It looks like it wants us to grab 2 of these. Well, I think we need 3 in total, 6 in total really. So we'll do that. So we're just making like a little hump out of the 3, connecting 2 together at the bottom, just like that, just like it shows right here. Make sure those are lined up, then we'll make a second one. Easy peasy. It's really hard for the camera to like show what I'm doing because these pieces are like clear. So it's a little more difficult to tell what's going on, I'm assuming. But we've got these 2 now. What's next? it wants us to add two more to the top of each one. So across the top we go 1, 1, and then on this guy, same deal. 1 on that side, 1 on this side. The next step is to do the same thing, but across the bottom. So now we add another one there, and another one there. So that's what that all comes out to be. Just make sure it's all nice and straight, because it is most definitely crooked all over the place. There we go. Alright, same on this guy. We need to add 2 more to the bottom, and make sure it's nice and straight. Perfect. Next up is... Woo, that's a lot of stuff. 6 of these little connector dudes, all parked right on top, facing this way. So we go 1. This is really interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so we've got 6 of those. Until it's going to connect to something on the side. And we do the same thing with this other guy, I think is what it wants us to do. So we'll do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 5, and 6. Make sure those are all nice and tight. So now we've got 2 of these. I'm just going to actually press them up against each other to make sure that they are lined up and going straight. That way, if there's any pieces that are bent, it'll be very obvious. Which it looks like everything's pretty dang good now. Next up is to add these little pieces to the side. So it's got these little smooth rampy guys. We need 4 of. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this one? No. So that's 4 of these. I don't know how easily you'll be able to see this, but it's like just a 1x1 with a half angle, with only room for something to snap into the bottom here. So we have 4 of those, and then I need to mash a couple sets of these 1x1s together, and then place one on each top, just like that. And then these go on the end, just like that. So I need to do 3 more of those. So we'll just do that real fast. That's good and straight. Put it on here. So that's the first one that is completed here. And then we do this 2 times for this other guy. Oh my god, it's getting warm and humid in here, and I am not having fun with it. It was cool out last night, so the AC got turned off, and now it's just not okay at all. I am melting. I'm going to need a shower after this stream. It is rather unpleasant. But I'd open the window and just let that cold air in, but I think it's like raining on and off, so it's really humid outside. Alright, so there's that. We've got those done. Next up is continuation, where we are taking... Oh, careful. Looks like we're doing a 2, a 2, and then a single, and a single. Facing off one side. And then the same on this one. A 2, a 2, a single one, and then another single one. There we go. And then we are merging these onto that main piece that we had already had, which is still facing like this. So this will go on here facing upwards. If I can get it to. Please. There we go. Alright, and then on this side, same thing. That should just slip right on there. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright. So now we've got that. And it looks like there's more. Okay, I think what's going on here is this is the bottom of the bottle, and that's how wide it's going to be, and then we're going to add to the top and bottom to make it round, I think is what we're building at here. Because it looks like we're about to make the exact same pieces again. Whew. It's toasty hot in here. Alright, so for progress, we've got the ship completed. We've got this much of the bottom of the bottle completed. Or the bottom of the bottle, which is the left side. It's not like the bottom of the bottle if you were standing it up, I guess. So here we go with making the rest of the bottom. We are needing, again, these little fellas. We're doing on top this time, so it's a little backwards from the previous one, it looks like. And we're making 2 of these, so we need to do this twice. So we've got these 3 1x2s. And we're going to do it again. Because I needed to make 2 of each. So there we go with those. And then the next step, step 25, is going to be to add more to the bottom, hanging off the sides. So we just slap these 2 onto it. Ta-da! That's that. The same thing with this other guy. Just real quick. Oops, broke it apart. Alright. So now we've got 2 of these. And then on the top, we are adding 2 more again. So we'll go like this. And like that. Same thing on this one. 2 more to the top, sticking out by 1 on each side. And then we turn the page. The next step is blinded by the light, but it's adding 2 more to the bottom to get it to stick out. So we go 1, 2, so that matches. Except for this is clear and it's hard to see with the light. Same thing with this other guy here. Just real quick, add 1, 2 to the underside. Those 2 are the same piece. Alright, and then we add... Oh, this is slightly different from the previous one. So we need 2 of these little flat angled guys, like this. And on the other side as well. So we've got these little flat angly guys. Again, it's probably a little harder to see, and I'm not going to be able to get the camera to focus very well, but we've got that. And those go on the sides, so that they're slightly rounded. And then we'll do the same thing on this one, real fast. If I can find one. There's one. Okay. Next step is to do the same thing but up another level. So we need to make 2 of these. So 4 in total, I think. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's those 4 pieces. Then we need 4 of these angled rampy dudes. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I almost flicked that one. That would have been bad. Alright, so we just take these and stack them on here. I'm not going to do it easy. I got to make sure that these are flush. Otherwise, they're not going to line up well. So just put that on there and twist it a little bit. And then that's going to go right above the previous one. Just like that. And then we just repeat this a couple more times. I keep hitting the camera with my dang headset. So we do that on the other side as well. Just like that. Make sure everything's nice and even and straight. And that's that step. Now we just do the same thing for the other side. Just real quick. That is not even. Alright, so we've got that. The next step is to add 6 more of these little fellows to the center of each one of these. So we're going to take these little guys right here and slap 6 of them, all facing the same side, in the middle. Five. Oh, this feels like it feels so like it's just so many small pieces not really held together very well, and so it's very flexible right now. Okay, and then we do the same thing on the other side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're running out of these. That's good. That's a good sign. And a 6. And I just snapped the whole thing in half because of how flimsy it was. But I got it back together. Everything's fine. Alright, so we've got 2 of those now. The next step is going to be some assembly going on here. So these want the same thing as before, so we want 2 2s in the center, and then one of these little 1x4 cubes on the outside. And again, it just fell apart a little bit, but I got it back together. Okay, just like that. Same thing on this side, we want 2 2s in the center. So 2 to the left, 2 to the right, just like that. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. We just put 2 1x2s here. And then same thing with the 1x1s right next to them. Uh-oh, the music stopped. There we go. Alright, so now we've got these 2 pieces, and it looks like we're going for some big boy assembly here, where these are going to go something doesn't seem right. Okay, so it's going to be like this, facing upwards. That looks center to me. See if we can't gently press that together. That is good and even. I don't... Oh, I do know how this bottom one works. Oh, they thought ahead. Look at that. This is cool. This whole thing's held on by just these two... Just these little two groove... These two... I don't know what you call these. These little protrusions right here holds this entire other piece on. It's kind of odd. But let's get that on there. So now we've got the whole base of the glass. This thing's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Holy smokes. Alright. Now we're going to go for some bottle construction here. Okay, so it wants one of these guys on the corners. So like this. Yeah, just like that. Wow, that is just barely touching. That is just barely hanging on there. And you can actually see a little gap underneath it. So it's not actually watertight. There's a absolutely little gap right here that you can see right through the camera. And it is extremely flimsy. Just all of this is flimsy. Whoops. Kicked the camera stand this time. Alright, next up. Is... Really? Okay. The in-between. So we do that, and then stack that on it. Alright, let's set this down for now. On both sides, we're just going to go ahead and pre-squish these together. Place it there. And then do the same thing on the other sides. Stuff is really just not lining up well yet. That goes on this corner. Holy smokes. This one has an even bigger gap in it. Look at the size of that gap. Something's not right. Oh, it's not. It wasn't sitting in there yet. Okay. There's still a mighty large gap there. Okay. Try to get things a little more even and level. Let's see. Next. It's another one of these. There we go. And then let's see what it wants us to do from there. If it wants us to do the other side, continue, or get the ship in there yet. No, we are not done yet. We're going all the way. Okay. Way ahead of you, booklet. So get 2 more of these going. Just real quick snap these guys together. Make sure they're together nicely. And then we'll stick one on this side here. And one right here. So we've got this so far. Everything's a little wonky, wobbly, not perfectly lined up, but we're getting places. Yet another corner piece, for the final corner for the piece for this side. Oh my goodness. This whole thing feels like it's gonna come apart. It's pretty weird. Just everything's so flexible. There we go. There's the bottom of our bottle base. It's a lot of friggin' pieces. Alright, next up. We finished step 37. So the next step is going to be to... Oh, here we go. Get all this stuff secured together. So we need 12 of these two pieces here, these double guys here. And these are going all around here to make sure everything's connected and sturdy. So we'll start with the outside pieces, lock those in, and then we'll get the center guy. And we're just going to do that all the way around. 1, 2, and a 3. Make sure those are all nice and flush and secure. Push down tightly. Same thing here. 1. This feels kind of like doing like a tire, not a tire rotation, but when you're putting the lug nuts back on, kind of in a star shape, which I should probably do. Lug nuts of a car tire when you're like changing a tire or putting them on or whatever. So there's that, and then this one, and then I'm going to go back around and make sure everything is still seated properly, lined up well and down nice and tight. So there's that. Step 39 is to put these little singular 1x1s diagonally. Yeah, diagonally. So not perfectly straight, just kind of lined up with the rest of the glass here. Plastic. Oh shoot, that was spicy. Let's get one here, and then the last one on this corner. And that is all of step 38 and 39. Next step is we are taking this little piece right here and we're going to add 2 of these guys we've been using to the back of it. So there's 1, 2, just like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I was holding it up way too high. Alright, so we've got this little thing here with 2 of these guys on the back, just like the picture says. And then we need to put this in the center of one of these. So just like that. Again, still feels kind of flimsy, but I'm sure it'll come together a little nicer. Alright, so we've got that. And then it wants us to add to the side of it 2 of these. So we've got these 2 guys next to it here now. I think it's a little... Oh my gosh, dude. It's just... every time I push down on a piece of this, I feel something move down at the bottom. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want it all to come like flying apart, but... Alright, so we got that much. Next is to... do it again. Alright, so the next step is going to be to raise up the platform and do pretty much the same thing. So we're going to grab 2 of these, slap those together, just like so. And then again with these little dudes that stick out the side, I'm going to grab 1, 2, get those set up nice and snug right next to each other, flush, so they're not poking in different directions. I think that's pretty good. And then another one of these brown guys with the singular piece sticking off, just like that. And then another 2 of these little flat dudes on top. So just like that, and that. And then we smack that right on top of the one that's already there. Oh, whew. That whole thing just buckled. Interesting. Okay. It's all flush now. Alright, we're good. Next up, I don't see any other changes here. So the next step is going to be grabbing more of these little fellas. So we want to add 2 more, like this. Just like that. So now we're too high. And then we're on this part right here. So then we need a singular 1x1 and then another one of those on top of it so that that's all flush. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab one of those and one of these. Squeeze those together. Put that there. Same thing again. On that side. So now we've got all of it sitting here. Again, nice and flush. Tight. Nothing's loose or leaning. And that's that step. And then it's looking like we're doing it yet again. So we need 2 of these, 1 of these, and it's just a simple taking that, smacking that on there. Same thing on the other side. And then putting that right on top again. Okay, so now we've got that. And then once again, 2 more of these pieces that are right here to make that flush at the top. I'm assuming this is what the ship is going to sit on to make it, to actually hold it still. But we'll not jump to any conclusions yet because we've already seen how that goes. And then this wants 2 more of these flat guys on top of that. So just like so. Do 1 and 2. Just like that. Now step 47 is it wants yet another one. Same deal. So we grab that. I feel like I'm running out of pieces here. Oh, they're just under the book. Alright. We are using up the last of these pieces though, which is good. So we're getting towards the end of this. Alright, so we've got that and that. So these guys are sitting on top of a 1x2 or whatever it's called, right next to each other. And then we take the last one of these little dudes and smack it on there. And then again, that goes and sits right on top. So now that's step 47 completed. On to the next page. And we need 2 more of these, 2 more of these. Stacked up on top of each other and flush, and then added onto that. This is not even... Maybe it is, and I'm seeing things. Oh, I smashed it again. Alright. Again, we're stacking this on here. And that goes right there to make everything nice and flush. Even. Just like that. That is step 49. Or that was step 48. Step 49 is to add more of these little round guys. Got 3 of them, 4 of them here. So then we go like this. One. And very gently try to get this on here. 2. There we go. I think that's good. So we got those 2. But then we turn the page again. We do not want to get ahead of ourselves. So 3 across the top yet again. 3 of these little guys. 1 in the center. 1 on each side, just to make sure everything's all nice and lined up and secure. And then we are getting to the good stuff. So we're going to lay this down like so. We're going to take our ship, make sure everything's nice and lined up the way we want it to be, and we're going to lay this on here like so. And it looks like, how far back is this supposed to sit? I can't quite tell. The front looks like it is... This is hard to tell. Holy smokes, wait, this is too tall. Hold on a second, what? These don't go down any further, right? Okay, so there's 4 of these. I've got 4 of these little nubs. There's a 2. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to sit. So probably it looks like it's going to connect here. So let's see if we can't very gently do it like that. I think that's what we want, just like that. Very, very carefully get that seated on. That looks right. And then make sure the sails are the way I want them again. So I accidentally bumped into them just a little bit. I think that's what it wants. That looks right to me. Next step. Oh, hey, look at that. It literally shows me. I think I did it right. That looks... I don't know, does that look right? I think I got it. There's too much light. Let's see if we can tap this one off. I think that's right. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so now that that's in there, the next step is going to be some more of these side pieces. Bring all of this stuff to the front. Alright, so we are going to grab these and put these together like it says in the next part. And then these attach to the sides like this. Very, very gently and carefully. I'll just stick my hand in there and make sure it's nice and snug. Everything looks like it's going together well. Alright. Next up is the other corners. Oh boy. Things are getting iffy here. There we go. Okay, so now we're done with step 54. On to the next page, which is to do two of these guys right next to each other. Right here, over the mast. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. This is gonna go really well or really bad. That's really awkward. I have to get it in there without pushing anything else too hard. This is not easy. Oh, and that's what I was afraid of, except for I was actually afraid of it falling in there, so let's just... I can't get it to go on. There we go. Okay, I got one. I dropped the other one. I don't see it. Oh, come on. Well, this is not pleasant. Why did it have to be clear? Oh, man. There it is. Alright. Alright, it's the same thing this side. I think this one's a little bit easier to get on there. There we go. And then the next step is to add this window. Just as awkward. Oh, jeez. Okay, maybe we'll just do it this way then. So if you didn't catch that, the corner piece just popped off. But that's okay, and we'll just put it right back where it needs to be. Easy peasy. Okay. Alright, next. Is two of these guys placed right here. Very carefully, very gently. And then hopefully we add, yes, thank you, these pieces. I feel a little bit better with these going on. Alright, this is for all of them? Yeah, we're doing the whole thing. Alright, cool. So go to there. There. Here. If I can get it to squeeze in there. Does not want to go. It is not wanting to go. Please. Please get in there. I beg of you. Alright, let's try pulling one of these off. Very gently. Okay. And then we'll put that one in the middle. And then place the one on the side. There we go. Much better. And then we'll go same thing on here. We'll just do them nice in a row so that we don't have that problem with getting the one in the center again. So there's those three. I already have that one, and we're on to the last one. That is the last of those pieces. So just real quick, make sure that they're all nice and on there snugly. And then we have... I should have 4 of these guys, but I only have 3 in my hand. I am missing one. I'm absolutely missing a piece. And I do not seem to have a spare of that one in there. Let's get these on here first. Just real quick. We'll do this. That one, and then I'll just look for this piece again real fast. It would have been over here on this part of the desk. I found it. It jumped from one part over to the other. So then we've got that. Alright. Next up is bag number 3, which is 284 of these little watercolory guys here. So this wants us to have this sitting like so. And then we want to pop this open, and then we're going to pour these down in there. Just like that. So there's the little watery colored pieces all resting in the bottom there. And then we're going to rest this on its side so that they all fall like that. And we'll sort that out a little bit better later. All right, we're moving on to number 4, which is the base and the front of the bottle. So we will put this off to the side for the moment. Running out of room to place things. Okay, we've got the other bag here. Actually, we'll put that back off to the side. Alright, next pieces that we are doing is, it looks like we're doing the rest of the bottle, the cork, and the base. So we need bag 4. We've got 2 bag 4s. One for the base, one for the cork, I think. And then these 4 guys, which are all right here. So, to start off the top of the bottle, it wants us to grab stuff from what it looks like this bag right here. Excuse the noise, yet again. I'm going to peel this open and dump it out here very gently, as to not send any pieces flying. Oh, there's like little globes in there, that's cool. Alright, make sure there's nothing in that bag. Set that aside. Look at these cute little globes. Oh, it's a globe, it's just 2 halves of it. Alright. We got a couple smaller bags here. For the meantime, we're just going to work with the pieces to make the head of the bottle here. Just brush everything very gently off. Alright, here we go. We need a long ass, this guy. It's like a Lego Technics piece. And then this dude right here. And it just, wow, it just barely sits on the edge like that. Nope, it snaps in slightly. Alright. So that's our first piece. The next step is we need one of these. And one of I hope there's one over here. It's probably in one of these other little bags. No. Maybe? I think that's it, actually. Alright, so let's pop this guy open. Very gently, I'm going to grab this piece, because I'm pretty sure that's what I need. So this wants us to... I need more hands. This is upside down. Alright. So this wants us to do this. Connect that like that, and then slide it up under here. Like so. Except for it just came off already. Can you go in there? Oh, I see. It's got to fit like exactly. Alright. So we go like that. And then this has to turn until it actually hooks in. No? Maybe? What's going on here? I need to turn this slightly. I already messed this up. Alright, so let's pull this off. Oh, this is going to shred my nails. See if we can't use this tool to get these separated here. I think this might be how you do it. Perhaps. No, I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Please don't go flying. It's not working. Alright, I'm just going to have to like rip this apart with my nails real quick. There we go. Yeah! Alright. So, we'll just do this backwards. So we'll slide this on here. And then I think it's supposed to be pushed up in there. There we go. And then this, like that, and then they go together. There we go. Perfect. Everything's snapped together and flush. Then we want this big wheel looking thing that looks like it's part of a wheel for another build under that. So we've got that, and it wants the little tire looking things pointing downwards, so just like this. Just like that. And then this wants, let's see, step 63 is interesting. We have this guy. This guy sitting on top. Kitty cat, you want to go outside? Here. No, don't come up here, please. Oh, jeez. There's no room for you, and you better not start knocking things down. Here, come on. Oh, it's raining out, bud. Please be careful. You can go hang out outside if you want to. Oh boy. Okay. So we've got this. We have this now. And this wants four more things from this package. So we'll go ahead and dump that into here. Make it nice and hard for me to find the pieces. So these little guys go around the outside. 1, 2, 3, and oh boy, here's where it gets fun. 4. So we've got those 4. And then it wants me to do just a single one of these little guys facing outwards. It's kind of odd that it only wants one. And then we put that on there. Just like that. So now we've got step 63 completed. Next. Next up we have 2 more of these little guys. This one. And I need the other one of those right here. It looks like they both go on here and just smash together up into the bottom of that, like that. And then on the top side, wait, So no, never mind. That's the bottom of the cork. Okay. So then we get this thing that I know is a rocket booster from ye olden Lego times. For all the spaceships and rockets and stuff, it goes on backwards. Wait. Yeah, it does. Okay, so that goes on backwards. And then has this little round flat cap. Just like that. So now this piece of this cork is complete. Alright, next up is... we want these two that come on and connect like this. Some way, somehow, like that. Perfect. Okay. And then we get this little ring, this round clear ring that goes right on the bottom and secures that and holds those in place and makes them nice and lined up. Alright. Next step is to add this thing right here from this bag. So we'll pop this bag open. Just grab that one piece for now. And this piece is it looks like a wax seal. Is what I'm assuming this is supposed to be. It's just a little some cursive letters or something on like a multicolored red bit here. So I'm assuming that's a wax seal, and that just goes... I don't know. Do they put wax seals on wine bottles? Alcohol bottles? I'm not sure. I actually, you know what? I have seen it on some, now that I think about it. So that gets placed on there in the center. Doesn't really have a direction that it's supposed to face. And then the next step is going to be to start assembling the corners. This is going to get interesting. Alright, so... oh boy. So I've got to work 4 of these guys onto here. Like that. There's one. Oop. 2, if I can get this to actually sit in here. Try not to touch the plastic too much so I don't get my grubby prints all over it. Holy smokes, that does not like to line up. Alright, so there's 2. Here comes number 3. Here we go. Number 4. Not going to be able to press it down in the center like I want to before I get it actually attached. So now I want to stick my hand down there and push that flush with the rest. Make sure they're all nice and together. So now you can see the end of the bottle all finally put together. And let's see what this next step wants us to do here. It wants us to do exactly what I just did. And then the final step is to combine that with this. With the... so like this. And like this. So then we just put these together. Move some of this out of the way. So I can very gently press all of this together without busting any of it, I hope. Oh boy. This is interesting. Everything's just so flexible. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got most of it. Okay, we got that side. Alright. We now have a ship in a bottle. Wait a second. Did I miss a step here? Okay, I feel like I need to check something. So I've already got one of the bag number 3, which is the water, inside of there. But I think it only said to add... Alright, so let's... I'm at step 71. Let's go back and see where it was talking about that. And see if I'm supposed to add both or not. Because I feel like I'm supposed to add another one to the front. should be right here. So bag number 3, it says to add in there 2 times 284. How many is... I'm thinking that I'm supposed to add both bags. Yeah, okay. So now I need to pop part of this off. Oh boy, this is unpleasant. Okay, very gently, I'll pop the very top off, and then I'm going to peel away one corner, just like that, and then we'll drop this in there. Just like that. Ta-da! Alright. And then we get this corner back on. And then the whole end back on. Okay, I need to be way more careful. Did not like that. Okay, everything feels right. So now we've got that. Okay, now we're going to start working on the base. Let's see here. So for the base, okay, we've already done this. We're at what? We're at like step 76 or something? Alright, here we go. We're working on the sweet looking base of this thing. So we need... alright, I'm going to set that off to the side for now while we work on the base. So we need one of what I'm assuming is this piece right here, combined with 2 of these, cutting right across it in the center so that we can attach a second one just like this. I just need to find the other guy right here. There we go. Nice and snug. Then we've got a couple of red pieces that look like they're in this bag right here. Can we pop this one open now? Time to get more confused. Empty that one out. Make sure there's nothing else in that bag. Here we go. So we've got these 2 red pieces here. Go along the side. Just like this. Make sure that's all nice and flush. And everything's down. Push everything off the paper a little bit, and then we're going to turn the page, go to the next part. Alright, now we're looking for 2 of these blue guys. These go like, they look like they sit. Okay, I think I need to do this separately. So we need these, then it wants us to have these guys sitting under it, facing outwards. Alright, here we go. God, I'm so sweaty, I'm sticking to the freaking page. So we want these, except for we want it sticking all the way out to the edge, and we need to do this 2 times. So we got that, and then we need to do one doing the opposite direction. There's 1, 2, 4. Okay, so we've got these guys. And these guys are going to attach at the end of the red, so just like this. They're going to sit on there, but be flush with the rest of the bits on the side. So it's all one solid brown piece. Make sure that's all nice and snug. Okay, now we've got this far. The next step is going to be to make 2 times whatever the heck this goofy looking thing is. Just set that to the side for now that that's done. Put it up here. Next step is going to be... we need one of these. This is how many long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6. That is not long enough. That's what we're after right here. So we've got that. We need a little 1x2 kind of guy. Just brush the pieces around. This is like one of my favorite parts of Legos, is like pushing things around to find the piece I'm actually looking for. It drags it out and really makes you slow down and appreciate stuff, like pushing pieces of plastic together. And it's also, if you're playing Legos with somebody else, or building Legos with somebody else, you get to talk and share stuff with them. You get to ask them if they've seen that piece. No, that's not it either. In a big box with a tons of Legos all mashed together, it's way easier to find stuff because the smaller pieces go to the boxes that we had, like the little, like the big Tupperware type boxes. All the little pieces, like the one I'm looking for, would go sit in the edges, and they'd be a lot easier to find. They'd be at the bottom around the edges of the container. Why can I not find this? Is there like a singular one of what I'm looking for in here? And I just can't seem to find it. I'm willing to bet that there's a single one of these. I'm looking for the only one of its kind. Does anybody see it? It's this, I'm looking for this little guy right here. This guy. It's just a plain 1x2. This is the first piece I've actually struggled to find this whole build, which is surprising. Gee, I wonder if it's in this bag. Gosh, I wonder. Oh look, I found one. Oh man. Alright, so now we've got that. We need a gray piece. This gray piece right here goes on right next to it. We're doing this right here. And then we need a teal one right there. And then go on to the next page. So from here we need another one of those, which we have right here, to go on top of the one that's already there. And then we need 2 of these teal round guys that go right next to it like this. And then it looks like we need more of these things that go under. I think they go under this thing and line up with everything else. That's what the image is looking like. So we just need 6 of these. 3 on each side. So there's 2. And here is the third one. We just need 3 for the other side. 1, 2, and a 3. Alright, that's step 80. Then we go on to 81, which looks like it's a big, smooth block like this. Big, smooth, flat guy. Goes right on the top, flush with the edge. Just like this. Oh, I was supposed to make 2 of these. Yikes. Alright, let's make another one. That'll be fun. See if I can remember how to do it without going back for the, back to the directions here. So we got this, this. We got a brown guy over here. One of these little... There we go. So this is on one end. I believe we had that, followed by this. And then... is there like another... Alright, I'm starting to lose track of this. Okay, so let's start on the bottom. I know we have these on this side. I'm going to try to do as much of this without having to look at the instructions as possible. I might nail it. There was 2 of these. There we go. There's 1. Hi, Kitty Cat. What's up? Why do you look crazy? You look a little crazy, not gonna lie. There's another guy. And the last one. Okay, so I know these go here. Like this. I don't remember what was on the end. And there's no way... we're just gonna pull this thing up and see what it actually is. Because I think it might just be another one of those little 1x2s. It sure is. So I can go back. I need another 1x2. Brown, like that. And then another one of these long flat dudes, like this. Ta-da! We did it! Alright. So then these get connected to what is now this piece right here. And they are going to stick... Actually, they go right up against it like this. Looks like they just sit right on top. Like that, right there. And this one on the other side. Just like that. Next page calls for 2 of these long gray dudes that will then go across here. And then the other one across here. I like the colors of the building components that are going to be out of sight later. And then 6 green or teal these that go... Okay, that's kind of weird. They go like this on both sides. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Like that. And then on the other side. 1, 2. Oh, shoot. Just dropped another piece. That one's right next to my foot. And 3. So now we have this much of the base. And then it calls for more of these blue bits right above there. Like so. And then we're also missing 2 more of these little guys right here. And I see both of them. They go just like that. On to the next page. Alright, the next page looks like we're going to be throwing in some yellow stuff. So we've got, shove some out of the way here. We have here one of these dark brown circles and 2 of these little yellow squares. And this goes in upside down. With this, that's kind of weird. I wonder why. Maybe something mechanical. So these are supposed to be sticking off the sides like this. So it's calling for that, but then this goes and sits in here upside down like that. Which is kind of weird, because it doesn't really have any wiggle room. It just kind of sits there. Just lays in there. That's weird. Maybe it's up to something, we'll find out soon. Alright, so that step's done, and then it wants us to do 2 of these solid white bars. So there's the one, here's the second one, and 2 of these long, flat-topped brown ones. So here's one, and here's the other guy. And then these go on top of the blue right here. So the long brown smooth top ones go on top of the brown, just like that. And then these white ones cover this. That's so odd. So that's just okay. So I think all that is to just invert this piece, because there's no way to really hold it down, so they just made everything flush and then strapped it down with these pieces over the top. So now you've got an upside down piece in the middle of all these right side up pieces, but it's in there snug, it's not moving. So I think that was the point of that. Next up is we've got 2 smooth square pieces and some weird wing shaped pieces. So we need these 2. Got one here, one here, and these are going right on top of there, match flush with the rest of that. And then these wingy bits, which are these pieces right here, here, here. Oh, I'm losing a piece, it's rolling away. And this guy right here, I'll go in here. Like so. I'm just gonna make a ring. Let's just snap on nice and easy. You still see some of that internal construction coloring around it, but everything else is starting to get brown and smooth and or have these blocks on the side. Alright, next step is, I think we're past the halfway point for sure. Next step is these smooth, round, and gold single pieces here. So these will go on the extreme corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think these are meant to look like little rivets or little nails or something. So we've got those 4, and then we got these round dudes right here. We're going to go. Yeah, okay, I see what's going on here. These little round boys go right here. And we need the other two of them. So here's one. The last one is... I don't see it. Why do I not see it? Is it sideways? Is it under something? Here it is. So then we get this on here. And then we take this, invert it, and that goes sitting in the center with north facing upwards, just like that. So that's a little compass in there. Pretty cool looking. Okay, next step is step 90, where we take another one of these original pieces, this little pipe looking dude, fellow guy, and we're going to shove that down into the center. Just like that. That was that entire step. The next part is making the little, we'll be making the little, compass pointer arm. So we need this guy, this little spear tip looking dude. We needed this thing right here that it goes into, like that. And then this thing right here. And then this goes on that. And that actually spins. So that's pretty cool. So there you have the compass part with the spinning arm on it. Next, we have two... Oh, okay. So now we're going to start covering up the outsides with something or other. So we've got two of these that go right here. This is getting thick. Like that. And then does it want me to do that on the other side as well? Not yet, it would seem. Nope, not yet. Alright, next page. Now we're getting into something a little more interesting here, it looks like. So this wants two of these little black joint pieces. So we got one, two of these flat topped brown pieces, so 1, 2, and then two of these angled flat topped ones, 1 and need the other one, please. Oh, I got pieces going under my monitor stand, that's not good. This looks like one. Yep, right there. Alright, so with these pieces, it wants me to go like this. That goes there. The other one goes right next to it. Oh shoot. Where did that go? Oh, that's not good. Oh boy. And then these two little rampy bits go right in front of it, pointing upwards. And then off to each side we have one of these flat pieces. So it looks like I lost a rampy bit. Get that going there. find this piece yet again. Ah, okay, cool. Again, right next to my foot. Piece of cake. Alrighty. Yeah. I mean, I built a jar around it. So then we put this on here. That's that part, and then it wants two of these little angled guys. Right here. These two pieces right here that fit into these little joints. So we go, one is in, the other one is in, and then they're angled up slightly to get flush with those ramps. And I believe it looks like that's where the nameplate is going. So just like that, we just finished this bit right here. We're going on to step 95. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we need one of this. I think it's this piece. Yep. And then 6 of these other guys. So we place this guy first. Oops. So that goes there. And then 6 of these other little fellas all go around it, facing it outwards direction. So we go 1 off to the side, 1 off to the other side, 2 diagonal, like this. Turn one of these lights off so there's a little bit less glare. And then it looks like 2 facing straight upwards. So there's 1, and the other one facing straight up. And we're going to make sure these things are all tight and lined up well. That looks pretty good. Alright, and then the next step is going to be... Here, you know what? I'm going to move this image all the way to the top right corner. That way I've got room to work with stuff down here. I should have done that a long time ago. Except for this is now like... can't even freaking see it. Alright, next step. Next step is going to be putting the Leviathan nameplate on here. The Leviathan nameplate is right here. So just slap that on there. There's the nameplate, the compass for our stand. Look at that, it's pretty. Alright, next step is we're going to flip this around to the other side and do something similar to the other side. I don't think there's enough for a second nameplate, but we are sure as heck slapping these guys on here. So 2 of those is what that step calls for. Try to get those even. Next is... what is going on? Alright, we're going to set that aside for a second while we do this build. So this is a 2, 4, 6, 4. And then a 2 under it. So like this. Followed by... 2x4 here. So we've got this little gap in between, which gets filled by yet another of these guys right here, so that it's all nice and even all the way around. And then we slap on one of these right on top. Oh, there we go. That's what the directions say for that. It also wants one of these 2x4s right at the end on top. Okay, what's next? More? Alright, so I've never even seen this piece before, but it's calling for one of these pieces that's like half smooth. Here we go. So it's like half smooth and has two nubs on it, and that goes on the top there. And then it wants one of these L-shaped fellers up here, and one of these guys right here, so that it's now taller, and this is all flush. However, there is more to add to get this part up. So now it wants... Oh, this is confusing. Alright, so it's calling for, I think, one of these. And this really weird other... Oh, right here. So this guy, that guy, and one of these fellas. So it goes like, this little 1x2 goes on there. Then this can rest flush on top of that, like this, so it's nice and rounded. And then that goes and sits on top of this piece, so that that's all nice and rounded and flat. Then we're going with more. This huge dude right here goes on top. And then this guy right here goes on the end to raise it up more. So I've got a whole other level to it. And then add another little flat level to it. We go one more of those and one more of these little fellows. Squish, squish. There's that all cut up. And then take one of these goofy looking arch things. And it looks like it's supposed to go right here. And then another one of these flat threes. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Okay. So we've got this arch, and then it wants me to put one of these little 1x2s on there. And then... Really, that's it? This goes here to raise that side up, and then that goes on top of that. So get those level with each other. And then this little piece goes here. This 1x2 goes on top of that. Then we've got a little flat squared guy that goes right here next to him. And then two of these long, slender fellows that will then sit on top of here and make this into a nice, smooth, round bit. Ta-da! So we've got this much so far, starting to come together. Next is another one of these little 1x1s, brown. sits right here. And then this other little smooth round guy right here. No, not that one, it's too long. This one sits right here. Ta-da. Rounded and smooth. Then we get another one of these flat 1x2s. Where are they? Right here. Goes here to smooth that part out. We have another one of these little golden rivet looking guys. Sits on top. And then it looks like we rotate this to look like that. And take one of these and place it here. And then this whole assembly gets thrown onto this part of this side. Like so. And that's part of the base that is going to hold the bottle. So it looks like we're going to end up doing 3 more of these at least. Cool beans. Next step. Looks like we're going to be doing the same thing. Starting off with a 6 flat kind of guy. 2x6 flat. So one of these. And then again, we're going to go like that. Then like this. Make it nice and even again. Actually, it's not even yet. One of these. I'm just going to fly through these now that we've done one. I'm just going to try to speed run the rest of these guys. Get to the next step. That. Oh, nope, that's not where that goes. This goes all the way up the edge. And we add one of these. One of those. One of these. I'm going to swap the music back up to, what about this? Is this one good? I'll just do this one for now. Okay. Moving on. Dang it. See if I can adjust my lighting a little bit here. Still pretty brutal. Okay. I'm going back to my original music. Back it up. Alrighty. So now it's calling for I just cannot get this to look better. There we go. That's better-ish. Alright. Now it's just too dark and I can't even see very well. Okay. I need to turn the light back up. I'm just gonna make this hard for you guys to see, but that's alright. So we need one of these guys. One of these. This goes on the bottom. That, and then we put that little nice smooth round bumpy piece on it, which is going to be right somewhere right here. That's not it. Here it is. So now we do this, and this goes on to the end of that, making that nice and smooth. Next step. Dang, this camera's just probably because I keep knocking into it. It's struggling. Alright, let me grab. Here it is. Wait, was I supposed to stick a piece in here? No. Wait, what? Alright, I feel like I've done something wrong already. I think I have. Wait, no. Yeah, that goes, so this goes on here. I'm missing something somewhere. There should not be this gap. Alright, back up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see it. I missed a little piece in here. So one of these guys goes here first. Then this. Then that. There we go. That goes there. And then one of these triple pieces goes here. Cool beans. What are you doing, little kitty cat? Alright, so that's that. What are you doing, buds? Can you not come up here for a little bit? I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, don't knock anything down, please. Okay. And then we do this, followed by this. No kitty cat. No kitty cat. No kitty cat. This, ow, stabbed me a little bit. What are you doing, buddy? Hello? You're kind of blocking my view. And now you're knocking things down. No, don't push that. You little goober. Hello, everybody. Hi, need you some attention? Alright, this goes here. The window's open, man. You can go outside if you want. Alright, let's see if this lines up right. Yes, it does. Beautiful. Okay, so there's one, there's two. This guy goes right here. And then one of these goes right here. Followed by one of these little shallow fellas that goes right there. So now that's all smoothed off. We put another one of these little gold rivety dudes on here. Little smooth guy right here. those need to actually be flush. I'm not sure what goes right here. It looks like nothing at the moment. So I'll just leave it as is. Okay, and then we slap this on the bottom of this, I guess, is what it looks like. And then this one goes onto this side of the final piece, like this. Ta-da! Next. Okay, that looks right. Oh, wait a second. Right. Okay. So then we do one of these to make this smooth. One of these to make the other side smooth. And then we've got two in the center that we need to smoothen out as well. Which is going to get covered up by this guy right here. So that's that. That looks like that's the end of that side. Oh boy, here we go. Time for the other ones. Time for the other side. Wonder if these will be any different. I think I'm just going to do two at a time here. Make this go a little bit faster. Except for, what if... Never mind, I'm not doing that in case... I have a feeling one of them is going to end up like needing to face a different direction or something. And I don't want to screw that up. Okay, so... We've got this guy. This guy, same as the other pieces. Just going to go as fast as I can here. Hopefully I don't mess it up. This right here. This guy. And this guy. Then this. Oh, we're going fast now. Then we take this little flat rounded piece, one of these, and this guy right here. Slap that on there, and then that goes on here. Easy peasy. Wait a second, now there's more to this one, okay. That goes there. So this one's looking like it's a little bit different already. Oh yeah, very different, okay. Take another one of these, slap it on the inside. And then we've got this little piece right here that fits right inside here for a currently unknown reason. Okay, next up is to cover those. We need a 2x4, and a 2x1, 1x2, 1x4, I don't know. Doesn't matter. And then we put the arch on here, just like this. Okay, and then that is followed by this guy. As soon as I get the cat hair off of it, looks like it goes like that. This goes here. I think I missed something. Nope, I didn't. I did it right. Okay, we got that. And then we slap on these two pieces here. So now that's nice and round, smooth. Then we do one of these guys right, I think it goes right here, and then this dude right here. Then we move on to another one of these, slap this little guy under it. That, and that goes like that on here. Then we've got another one of these little golden knobs that goes there, and a flat 1x2 like that. Okay, and then again we have another one of these little fellers. It sticks onto the bottom like this. And this is the back side of this right here. So now we just attach this. Ta-da! And then we work on the next one. Alright, another one of these. And then go like this, speed run. Speed run as long as I find all the parts that I need. Going fast. I wonder what that little orange, purple, like Lego head looking thing is. Okay, then back to one of these guys. Piece of cake. We're catching on quick now. Another one of these little odd brown dudes all the way up to the front. This goes here. Flip the page. We've got one of these, sits right there. One of these right here. And then an arch. The final arch. Goes like that. Then we have this, this, this. I know what step's coming up next. Aha! This guy, this little fella. This guy. Oh, I'm getting quick at this. These two go here. golden knob on top. And then a flat guy right there. And then this dude on the bottom of that. And then it calls for the attachment. Just like this. Ta-da! Alright, next up is some smooth 2x4s that'll go right here to secure these pieces. And smooth out these little nubby guys on the front. So slap those on. And then we're finally getting to these odd little purple Lego man heads, because that's what these are. These are Lego man heads, but they're like an off purple. And it wants me to put 2 of them on here. So we've got these 2 smoothened plates on the front next to the name tag. We've got our 2 little purple Lego man heads that I'm... Oh, I know what those are. Those are the globe parts. Okay. I see. That's the center of the globes. So let's crack these open. Try not to throw them everywhere. So these just get put on around the Lego heads is what this is. I'll do one real quick and then I'll do the other one up close. And these just have some little pieces, little tiny pieces that just kind of pop together. I'll show you here in a second. Little tiny pins. I can get this one open. Use my little it's a pair of scissors, clearly scissors. Alrighty, so then this is how these connect. So there's this little spot at the bottom that goes around the head. It's got these little tiny pins, so small, that connect together to lock it. You'd probably see them best at the top here. Just these little bitty holes. So it goes like that, and then they just kind of pop together. But they pop together around this little purple Lego head. It takes a little bit of force. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. It's got a nice little globe on there. We've got North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Siberia/China, the East Indies, Australia, New Zealand, Japan. It's all there. And like Hawaii, and I don't know what the rest of these giant islands down there are. Alright. So we've got our 2 globes on there. We'll do one facing North America and South America, and then one facing the rest of the globe. Alright, next up is to fit the bottle to this. Just like this. It just rests right on it. And that's it. The rest of these are just extra pieces. And so the rest of this is just a little thing that makes sure you have all the pieces and parts. Let's lift this up real fast, make sure there's nothing behind it. Okay. Put that on the end there just because. Alright, so this is the finished product here. The rest of this is just other sets and whatnot. So we'll pick this up and get a little closer with the camera. Hopefully I don't drop it. So you've got the ship with the water in it, inside of the bottle. Underneath that you have the little compass on the base, 2 globes, nameplate, and that just rests right on there. And then of course at the top of the bottle you've got the cork, whatchamacallit, the little wax seal. And all this water down in here for the boat to be sitting in. So that's what that looks like here. Let me get this out of the way. Alright. So pick this up a little bit more. Yeah, that's it. The set is complete. Very cool. Very neat ship in a bottle. See if we can get this angle this upwards a little bit. Put the book in there. Maybe we can squeeze something else under it too. There we go. Where's the grog? It's in the bottle. It's like plastic and not edible or something. I wouldn't drink it. I wouldn't put liquid in this. There's gaps inside. Like this right here, you could slide. Like this isn't watertight. It's not gonna hold actual liquids. No shot. So not an actual bottle, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the first Lego build I've done on stream. Hopefully I can get some more sets and do some more. That'd be pretty nifty. That was certainly enjoyable for me. And now I get to keep this thing. I'm probably just going to keep this thing on my desk over here, just kind of sitting off to the side. Right under my monitor like that. And I got to clean it every once in a while because it seems to like to collect dust. But yeah. That's that. We're on the 3 hour 42 minutes. Did you have me for Secret Santa one year? I don't remember. This was a gift from my grandmother for a Christmas a couple of years back. And I got it and just put it under the bed because I knew I wanted to put it together on stream. And I just never got around to doing it. And I started streaming again this week, or last weekend. And it's, you know, I felt like it was time to do it, so here it is. Put that together. I'm going to upload the VOD to YouTube and send that to her so she can watch me build it. So hopefully she likes that. And then maybe I'll see if I can't get a hold of some more. I think that might have been Dole. Yeah, I didn't get any other. I don't have any other Lego sets other than this one. But hopefully I can get a hold of some more or something. Might be able to with my first Twitch payout here for this period. See if I can. What else we got? I think that's gonna be it for the stream today. That just about wraps it up. I've got this completed. I didn't really have anything else on the agenda. No games today, unfortunately. So I think we might just end it here. Yeah, dude. I definitely enjoyed it. I want to get my other camera up and running, the one that's a little bit better quality. See if I can't work on some like better lighting so it's not like glaring here and there. And get some more sets and stuff. Get that going. Do this a little more often. It's definitely fun. I had a lot of fun building that. I haven't built a Lego set in probably 15 years. But this was probably most of my childhood was playing with Legos. So we're coming up on 3 hours 45 minutes here. So thank you guys, everybody that watched. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Armchair Aviator, thank you for the Prime sub. Everybody else that's been sticking around watching this whole time, thank you very much. I will catch you guys next time this week, probably tomorrow. I'll get back on and we'll do some more Buccaneers, and then I've got some other games up my sleeves. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you next time.